Good morning. Oh, it's Friday morning. Friday. Gotta love Friday. How's everyone doing this morning? It's early. It's 7:34 on a Friday. I'm doing my Facebook Live a little early today. I have some appointments um, right after this and going through the day, so I wanted to get it in before I got too late. Um, and I wanted to talk to you about something, and it's this. So I was doing a show, I do comedy shows, and one of the things I noticed in the last show was that while people were laughing and having a good time, which is what you want as a comedian, I noticed I was gravitating towards one person who was not laughing. Maybe slightly smiling, maybe totally serious. I was riveted to this person who was not laughing, even though everyone else was laughing. And afterwards, I thought, why was that so important to me to make that person laugh while everyone else was having a good time? And when I was really in a good place with everything, I was more focused on the people who were laughing and connecting with them and talking to them directly, because we had a thing going, right? But I noticed that for a moment I was very focused on the person who wasn't laughing, and I feel like that was people pleasing. That was a form of focusing on what's not going well, focusing on the one person who's maybe not happy for whatever reason. And of course, my mind assumed it was because I wasn't doing something that was funny. Maybe they were offended. Maybe I said something wrong. Maybe they were bored, whatever. Oh my gosh, that is people pleasing. When you can't focus on anything else but that one person, and then you're trying really hard to whatever it is, make them laugh in this case, or make them happy, or accommodate them, or make sure they're comfortable, or not offend them. So a lot of times it's not doing things like don't want to offend. I don't want to make them angry. I don't want them to have a bad day or a bad moment. And you put all this investment, sorry, there's like hair in my face. You put all this investment in this one person who's maybe not happy for whatever reason. It could have zero to do with you. And yet all these other people are fine, and you're not noticing them. You're not enjoying them. You're not feeling okay, even though by your own rules, you should feel okay because people around you feel okay. You're focused on the one person who's not feeling okay, and then putting all your energy into trying to change that. And so I recognized in myself that people pleasing tendency and made a deal with myself, which was for the next show, I'm just going to focus on the people who are laughing. Hopefully, there'll be one of them in the audience. And if not, I'll deal with that. Maybe I'll just make myself laugh. So, if you're the kind of person who is focused on the one person who's not happy, if you're trying so hard to make them happy in some way, or you're trying to avoid pissing them off or making them feel uncomfortable, then I really behoove you to, is that the right word? I really urge you to join us on Monday the 24th at noon in the Calm Mom Alliance for the Convert People Pleasing to Personal Power. Because if you're putting all your energy into the one person who's not happy or the people who are not happy, you're draining yourself of a lot of energy. You are putting aside yourself. One of the things I thought of is when I was writing the title, are you focusing on the person who's not happy? Well, you could look at it a different way. Are you focusing on the person who's not happy, like yourself? Are you focusing on that person, or are you putting all your focus on the outside world, the outside people, and focusing on the one that's not happy there? Instead of being focusing on yourself and figuring out, why am I not happy? Why do I feel so deprived? Why do I feel resentful? Why am I frustrated? Why am I overwhelmed? And what can I do about that? Well, you can do at least one thing besides listening to this, and it's coming Monday, going to the Calm Mom Alliance, coming to the Convert People Pleasing to Personal Power, because I promise you, you will connect with something that is said in there, either by me or someone else. You're going to learn something about why you do this, why it's hard to stop, what you can do about it, how you can support yourself, which is partly by doing the 3-day challenge, of course, and how to continue doing that so that you're less likely to people please and you're more likely to please yourself, and then allow that pleasing to overflow your cup, and you can still care for people. It's just on your own terms. It's not on the terms of, I have to please you for me to be okay. It's, I want to please you for pleasing's sake. I expect nothing back from you. It's a pleasure to do that because I feel really good and I have proper boundaries with myself and I have enough time and energy to do that. So wouldn't that be a nice life? So come on Monday. Join if you haven't joined the Calm Mom Alliance yet. The link is below. I just put it in the comment section. You can join, and then you're going to see an event. I've pinned it. If you can find it, let me know. It's in there, and you can register for the event. And all of the Facebook Lives, like the Facebook Lives I've been doing now, are going to be just in that group. So if you want to do the challenge, you have to be in that group. I'm not going to be sharing the Facebook Lives anywhere else. And then we're going to do 2 days of Facebook Lives, 1 hour each. So if you can't catch them live, it's great to catch them live because then we can have a back and forth, and you can ask questions in real time. But if you can't, just watch it, look at the comments. There'll be worksheets, there'll be things for you to write down and look at and reference. And then the last day, we're going to do a Zoom. I'll give you that link later. We're going to do a Zoom. It's going to be a very special meeting where we talk about how do you take this on the road with you beyond the 3-day challenge, because it's one thing to kind of try something out in 3 days, and it's another thing to make it something that you live and that you really use in your everyday life for lasting change. So if you haven't already, join the Calm Mom Alliance and then sign up for the event. And I will see you on Monday. Have a fantastic weekend. I don't know if I'm going to do any more lives this weekend. I have a lot of things going on, but if I can, I will. And otherwise, I will see you in the Calm Mom Alliance. Have a great day, everybody. God bless, and happy Friday. Bye-bye.